what's going on, everyone? My name is Nicholas Jennings and welcome back to the Spearman Clan channel. And this video is a reaction to the week of Welcome, which is an event held for all freshmen during the first 0 week of the year. And so I want to go through like the events and whatnot. I'm sorry if I didn't get any, if not all, footage of the events. Because first of all, I was too busy for one thing, enjoying it, but second off, I keep forgetting about my camera. Keep forgetting about the camera, so I just forgot about it. Let's see. So I'm trying to remember what happened Thursday. Thursday, we moved in, and then we had our little. Hold on, I have the. Schedule events on my phone here. So yeah, the first thing we did was that we moved in, and moving in really wasn't that bad. I would say for my mom it was a nightmare because she had to like move to different spots in order to stay in campus, and it sucked for her, but it was awesome for me because I got to make up my room, and it wasn't until after my mom left that my roommate came in. The reason why he's not in this video right now is that he's checking out the community kitchen. I don't know. Later tonight we have convocation, and we have and I think that's it. And we start classes tomorrow. So anyway, Thursday we had week of welcome kickoff, which involved speeches upon speeches. We had a speech about how diverse our class was, how educated our class was, and so on and so forth. We also had a discussion about, stepping in on violent situations or whatnot. It was, I don't know. The video to me seemed like it was like a health class type thing where it's like, oh yeah, it's like an anti-bullying message in college, and I'd figure we'd get past it, but whatever. You can actually find it on the University of Oregon's main channel. They posted it on YouTube about a month or two ago. And then after that we had, we had Duck Into the Wreck, which was like this party where they had a mechanical bull, you had archery, you had Nerf gun shooting, you had live music, you had dances, you had lots of pizza, you had lots of soda, lots of water. They had this gyrosphere thing where you get in and you strap yourself into one of the rigs and they spin you around like this. It just makes you go into like a big giant sphere. And then they also had this weird thing. It's kind of like they had this thing like from Wipeout where you stand on little platforms and this little rig goes around in a circle. And if you're hit, you're out. Last one standing wins. And other than that, there wasn't really much anything else to do for that night. And then Friday, we had a Weir Oregon pep rally. We got some new shirts. I actually posted a picture of the shirt we got on my Facebook page, if you want to check that out. They also had College Block, which was like this thing where they taught to all the majors and minor groups and whatnot. Not all of them were there, by the way. Then we had this class photo where they put us into this big giant circle. A big giant circle making the University of Oregon logo. They flew a drone up above, and they took a top-down picture of it. And that was honestly the coolest thing about the day. Although we had to stay really still. Let's see here. Then we had the flock party, which was... it was crazy. It was honestly a madhouse down there. They had... I believe they had over 200 clubs represented down there, including fraternities and sororities, a cappella groups, religious groups, all 9 yards. They had like a dance center there too. They had cotton candy, they had popcorn, they had some drinks. Let's see, what else did they have? Someone was dressed up as like this a stormtrooper down there with the University of Oregon logo on their chest. And that was honestly one of the coolest things I saw. I wish I gotten a picture of it, but my battery was low and I needed to conserve it a little bit. They had like information booths on like different clubs, and they even had like a hold on. They had a booth for Duck TV, which is a YouTube type channel. They talk about like news, and then they have like special programs and whatnot, designed and made by students, which is honestly pretty cool. Then they had Saturday activities, so you either like would go on a hike, you would make an arts and crafts center, or you would do a community service. Saturday nightlife, at night, last night, they had a pancake social. Pancakes weren't really that good because it was cold. Because we were defeated last night by Utah. And I'll get into that later, how disappointed I was. But, and then they also showed Age of Ultron as well as a movie. So I went and watched that at like 10 o'clock at night. Didn't get home till about 1 o'clock in the morning. And I tell you, like when I came back with my roommate, there was still music blasting. We have a sound ordinance in the halls at like 11 o'clock at night, and these guys were blasting music for hours until like 2 o'clock, and it was just miserable because I just wanted to go to sleep. And today, in about a couple hours, we have convocation, which is like just like a good luck sort of thing. All I really need is like for someone to tell me, good luck, don't do anything stupid, study, and good luck with your life. You're on your own. Because honestly, I mean, like, why would we need a 1 hour speech about, the complexities of college life when you could just summarize it in like 2 minutes? Honestly, it's just my opinion. And then later tonight we have an author coming for which book is it? I have my book here. Let me hold on a second. For this book, Station 11, the author of this book is coming, and I'm going to get it autographed because I really like this book. If you haven't read it, it is a good book. Don't mind this. This was just a licensing thing, for just giving to freshmen. And this is a good book. It's a really good book. If you're into post-apocalyptic stuff, you'll be into this. But it challenges the idea of, survival is not just a thing. You need to have more than just survival instincts in order to really survive. And I'm not going to give anything away for this book. It is a good book. And that's all I'll leave it to. It's by Emily St. John Mandel. So, pick up that book if you can. It's really great. Now, in full review, it's a warm welcome. It really is. This university has got it down to a T on how to basically introduce students to new things, their programs, and there's nothing really much to complain about it. I mean, the main concern I had before coming to University of Oregon was that you had all these programs that were spread out throughout every single day, and there wasn't anything in between that you could do. You just had to figure it out on your own. And that basically was what happened, but it's done in a way that it doesn't seem like there's too big of a stretch. There's always something you could do. You can hang out with friends. You can hang out with your roommate. And that's what I basically did for the last 3 days. And now getting into the game last night against Utah. For some of you, who watched it on Fox. If you were a U of O fan, you were sorely disappointed by the way the players performed last night, and so was I, and so was 50,000 other people that were at the stadium that night. Like, my God, this was the worst opening game I could ever see as, like, a freshman in college. It disappointed me to no end that we just kept losing and losing. And I think partially that's due to Mariota not being part of the team anymore. So that's kind of difficult. I don't really follow football that much, but if you mention Marcus Mariota, he's like an idol here. He's a big idol. Seeing how he's won the Heisman Trophy, I think the Heisman. I'm not sure. He's been MVP and he led the team to nationals. Um, so that's, that was a disappointment. But before the game, I walked to Autzen Stadium, which isn't really that far away from campus. Once you actually do the walk, you may think it's like an hour's walk away, but it really isn't. Like, it's more like 15-20 minutes depending on where you are coming from. But I have to say, I wore my suit to the game last night. This one, the duct tape suit. And I have pictures up on my Facebook page of what went down. And by God, like, I never in my life have seen so many people, so many strangers, even little kids, want to take a picture with me. Never in my life have I had that happen. I mean, it's so inviting that people accept people who dress up in silly costumes and they support the team in very weird ways. I mean, like, there was a guy I ran into down there who wore like a green and yellow Darth Vader suit. And that was, like, honestly one of the coolest things ever. It's way better than my costume because it's not duct tape and duct tape wrinkles, whereas it's like solid plastic and like clothing. But like he even said it was pretty cool. And I think we got about 100 selfies in like an hour or something like that. Had so many people like go, oh, look at that guy, he looks so cool. And I even got myself a finger. Yeah, I never really had a finger before, and now I have a finger. Pretty cool. $5. $5. So if you want to get one, it's like $5. It's not that bad. But yeah, like, I was genuinely surprised at how so many people were into what I was doing. Like, and some people like called me a robot, and it's understandable because like I based some of this off of Iron Man's suit, so you could fairly call me a robot, but yeah. And it was pretty awesome to get pictures with so many people who didn't even know who was behind a helmet, because as an actor you're not supposed to break character, and especially if you're a mascot you cannot break character, you can't talk, although my character can talk obviously, but the main thing is that I couldn't really expose my identity to a great degree. Now, every once in a while, I have to take off the helmet and air it out because there's not a lot of breathing space in this. There's like a hole here, hole here, hole here, hole here, hole here. And it's not a lot of breathing room. Really not a lot of breathing room in that helmet. It needs to get revamped, in my opinion. There's some people that are like, oh no, don't change it at all. And I'm like, we gotta change it. But that'll be done within maybe a couple years or so after some developments. But yeah, in the grand scheme of things, I feel welcome. I really do feel welcome in this campus. And I hope to I actually really hope to get more videos up of like different events, and doing vlogs of like my college life. So I'm going to be doing a weekly vlog instead of a daily vlog. Just do it week by week. Um, and I want to try to do it. Hold on, let me look at my schedule here. Uh, I'll do it. Okay, every every second and fourth Thursday of each month, I'll have a update vlog. And if there's any events that I want to record, I'll record it on my camera. I'll edit it and I'll post it to YouTube. And yeah, and another thing, if you want me to do a second Q&A video, now is the time to post more questions, because I'm going to be doing a second Q&A on, let me get out my handy dandy binder, on November 7th. November 7th is when I'll do the Q&A. So if you want a Q&A video, post your questions in the comments down below. It could be anything you want. Or it could be a live stream of just me staring at a camera and answering questions that come up in the chat room. So just tell me which one you want. Actually, do you want just a basic Q&A video where you just send me questions, or do you want a live stream of me answering your questions as you type it up? And again, this is going to be Saturday, November 7th, so it'll be a couple months. I just need to get a little bit more established in this place where I actually learn how to manage my own schedule. So yeah, chat. Choose which one you want. Comment in the section down below. And as always, peace out, Cub Scouts.